Alright, what's going on guys? Slim here, and in today's video I have a commentary for y'all, and we are going to talk about the community, at least the PvP community in Wiz. You could kind of tie this with the PvE community as like the whole community as well in general, kinda, and I'm going to go over a lot of stuff that, a lot of other players feel as well. I've reached out to plenty of people like, Ian, Blaze, who I think is Seraph. I hope I didn't get that wrong. Pretty good players, right? I just wanted to get a general consensus on, what's wrong with this community and like the bad parts of it. And really, I just want people to be held accountable for their actions, really, in the long run. Now, just to be clear, this video isn't directed towards anybody specific. This isn't like hate speech or anything like that. Really, it's just generally talking about this stuff. People can change, obviously, right? Somebody, who's been cheating, they could just stop cheating and, make a 180 and just fix their life, right? Like, that's completely possible. So, I just want to make that clear. This is not specifically, made towards anybody, but yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. Alright, so first up on my list, we're gonna talk about jading. Now, if you don't know what jading is, if you sleep under a rock, it's basically when people run super high resistance, brace a lot, and heal spam, and basically heal for more than the actual damage they do. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions in the community, like, oh, this guy's jading, this guy's jading, no, this guy's jading, and stuff like that. But, in my terms, if some guy is 70 resist and braces for 90 resist, and their heals are doing the same as my shadow hit, that's kind of jading, right? At the end of the day, nobody's pointing a gun to these people's heads and being like, hey man, you have to play this way, They're actively choosing to run broken parts of the game, like, 70 plus resist, right? And, healing per pip. It's broken right now. People know it, so they're taking advantage of it before it gets nerfed, which is just really scummy and really cringe. And we'll talk about that a bit more in the latter half of this video. I imagine I already got like a couple of dislikes or something, because like people already got their feelings hurt, and we're at like 1 out of 6 points in the video already, but we keep it real on the channel, so subscribe and leave a like on the video, guys. Oh my god, that's cringe. So yeah, I don't know, I think a healing penalty would be really cool, because if you want to heal a ton, you have to have the skill to click fast and kill your opponent, right? I think that's kind of a cool system they can introduce, but Ratbeard just doesn't really seem too interested in that idea to penalize healing, unfortunately. I know myself and a lot of other players would like to see it penalized, but I think they're going to be nerfing or taking out the incoming stat, and also nerfing the heal per pip. So hopefully that does enough to the point where you can actually do the damage to kill them, and the healing actually doesn't outweigh the damage, because one satyr shouldn't heal off a whole Rusalka when I'm Storm with the best stats in the game, right? That's kind of stupid, right? Next up, I'm going to talk about poor sports. Now, poor sports can be somebody who is salty at the end of the match for really no good reason. Poor sports can be people who force ties for really no reason. I know a lot of people think that, oh well, if you dispel, you tie, or if you hit, you die. If you hit, you tie. Oh my god, can I speak, please? If you hit, you tie the game, right? Personally, again, this is personal, this is my opinion. I think it's the guy who dispels that basically does it. I just feel like offensive play should be rewarded, and that's my opinion. It might be a bad opinion, you can disagree, that's absolutely fine. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but that's just what I think personally. But, I think ties and people being salty, people saying racist stuff in the chat at the end of the match as well, all that stuff, like, it really needs to go. And I think Ratbeard's talked about an endorsement system, and I think that'd be really, really cool. I really wish people would see what they're doing and be like, oh wow, I'm exploiting the blade stack. I should probably stop doing that, because it's, it's a poor sport thing to do. Or, I'm jading and I I went second, so I'm not gonna play the game, and I'm just gonna jade because I want 16 more than I want to have a good game, you know? Like, it's really the mentality of the players. It's not just KingsIsle's fault, I guess, is my point here, right? People, like I said at the start, nobody is forcing these people to jade. Nobody is forcing these people to do the stupid blade stack thing, right? Nobody is forcing you to do this. They're doing it on their free will, which I think just shows a lot about them as a person and as a player. I think it's pretty dumb for people to do that stuff. And again, you can disagree with me if you want, guys. Again, this is my video, this is my opinion, but that's just what I think about poor sportsmanship. If I did miss anything, feel free to let me know, I guess, in the comments below. And you know, what do you guys think? And yeah, let's get on to the next point. I guess the next thing I'm going to bring up briefly is just to be exploiting. So, you know, they did ban the blade stack cards like, you know, Storm Scion here and Death Gen, which I think is great. Q is a lot more healthier. You have, you know, bad sport exploiters not doing this anymore, which is great. And it's kind of nice to not have to, you know, worry about half of the PvE spectrum in PvP. Because at the end of the day, you know, PvE shouldn't be good in PvP, right? It should be about who plays better, right? But yeah, I think the exploiting as well is really, really dumb. Again, I don't know why people do it. You know it's wrong. It's the same thing with the blade stack. It's the same thing with the DC exploit. It's the same thing with, like, I don't know, freaking cheat engine cheats. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I believe it personally. Like, you know what you're doing is wrong at the end of the day. So why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? You know, whether you want to label it as cheating or not, you know it's the wrong thing to do. So why are you doing it? And again, a lot of the community does that, and unfortunately, you know, a lot of these peoples as well, they have like such these big inflated egos over Wiz, and it's really cringe. You know, you have people with, like, I don't know, 3K, 4K, 6K, 5K, whatever the hell inflated rank they have, right? And they just think they're so cool because they just do this stupid stuff, and it's like, bro, like, just stop, please, right? Like, it's really stupid. And personally, that really turns me off as a player, right? Like, how am I supposed to, you know, wanna grind rank when, you know, Mr. Timmy exploited all his rank, right? Before this meta, I've seen people be sergeant and gain, like, I don't know, 2K rank, 1400 rank, right? Because of how broken some parts of the game are right now. And, you know, I don't think that's a meta. I think that's just, you know, KingsIsle's fault for, you know, not fixing it. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, if you, my point is, if you know something is wrong, why are you doing it in the first place? Now, you could exclude people who are actually trying to get Solar Surge and stuff like that, but I mean, not really. I mean, I guess, like, let's say somebody did the blade stock exploit and, you know, they just did it to get Solar Surge, right? I can kind of understand that. I still don't agree with you, but I get why you're doing it, right? But these people with, like, Warlord Plus and, like, all this fake rank or whatever, bro, it's like, what are you doing it for? Like, seriously, you're sitting on this game. Whether you win or lose, it doesn't matter. You're not playing for fun, so what the heck are you doing, bro? Like, you get a life, please, dude. Like, I don't get it. It's really cringe, unfortunately. And that's not me dissing high rank players. There's plenty of high rank legit players out there, you know? But I'm just saying the ones that exploit and have poor sportsmanship and do it, that is a problem, basically, is the summary of this point. So for this next point, I want to talk about people that put the plus 16 pixels above actually having a good match. Now, what I'm talking about is, you know, again, if I'm playing regular Storm, but I'm playing a guy who is doing the Scion when I was exploiting, you know, I'm just trying to play the game the way it's meant to be played, and this guy's out here abusing something, right? It's like, the mindsets are totally different, right? Like, I'm just trying to play the game, and this guy is being really annoying for no reason, right? Or, you know, if it's like a steal ward in a mirror matchup, you know, you're having a good game, you know, nobody's steal warding, and then, like, right at the end of the match, somebody steal wards, and it's like, oh, well, like, we were having a good match, but then you're gonna bust out that card, and, like, it's not gonna be a good match anymore. It's like, I don't get stuff like that. I really don't. Or, like, you know, a guy, let's say you're playing a life or something, and, you know, you're trading back and forth, and you know it's a really close match, it's a good match, but then they heal for 10,000 or something, like they heal 4 times, and it's to the point where, oh, okay, well I can't win, no matter what I do, I can't win anymore, and I'm dead to basically anything, right? Like, that kind of stuff, I guess, is what I'm trying to bring up. People will put, like, you know, the cheesy stuff above just having a good match in general, and I don't get why people are doing it still for 4th age rank, really. If anything, you should care only about having good games and having fun that way. You shouldn't, you know, be out here being a clown for rank, really. It doesn't make any sense at the end of the day. Again, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who, you know, likes to win or, you know, has high rank, guys. That's not my point of this, so don't get it twisted. I'm just saying the inception, I guess, is, it's different, you know. When I'm trying to play the game the way it's meant to be played and normal, but the guy on the other end has other plans and doesn't care about having a good game, that's where I kind of have a problem, and that's kind of where this point falls, basically. Next up, I want to talk about sniping, basically whether that's stream sniping or, you know, Q sniping. Q sniping, if you don't know, is like, oh, I see Blaze is in Q, let me slap on my myth immune ring and my myth ward pet, and, you know, get in a call with my friends and be sure we don't get each other and try and snipe him, right? It's really cringe, to be honest. So is half of the other stuff that these people do in the game. And then also, you know, stream sniping, you know, it happens to myself and Sauce quite a bit because we're really the only 2 content creators that are consistent right now that I'm aware of, right? So it's kind of like, dude, like, enough is enough. And, you know, it's really obvious. Like, if a game dev just watched and paid attention, they could see it themselves, right? Or, you know, people have admitted to this in Wiz chat, in the little stream chat. I've had a guy stream snipe me and then literally talk to me in my chat on the YouTube stream while I'm playing him. It's like, dude, what is going on, bro? Like, dog, oh my god, that's just, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And I don't know, man. I really think a suspension from Q, like, if you don't want to ban these people for cheating, just suspend them, bro. Like, if you have reasonable cause, that should be enough. Like, KingsOut literally has a get out of jail free ticket card in the terms of service, right? If you have reasonable cause, just suspend somebody from Q, go ahead and do it. You're within your rights to do that, you know? And you might be like, oh, well, we don't want to make ourselves look bad, maybe. Okay, fair point, but, you know, I don't want to name names, obviously, but there's a couple people that are specifically ruining the game right now. You know, if they got suspended or something from Q, nobody would be hurting. You'd be making more people happy than, you know, like, it's just some kid in his mom's basement, right? Like, he cheated, he knew what he was doing was wrong, he gets suspended, and you make the whole entire other queue happy. So I feel like reasonable cause should be good enough to, you know, do at least a queue suspension, right? With evidence, of course. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. I guess on like a side note, bro, like, just like, I don't know, I think I got a ton of other weird stuff, bro. Like, I know when I was a kid and stuff, or not, I guess when I was a teenager, but like, you go to like the comments or something, man, like woo, and like you see people like hitting on each other, and like I've heard like stuff with like predators on this game and stuff. It's like really, really weird. So I don't even want to get into that, to be honest. It's something else, not PvP related, but well, I guess it kind of is. Like, there's tons of racist people and like homophobic people and like just a lot of bad stuff said in PvP where people should be muted and not able to queue up. That just really doesn't get unpunished, I guess. But I don't know, guys. Let me know if I missed anything in the video. Again, I didn't really want to make a negative video, but I thought I would, you know, make a video addressing the community and stuff like that. I know this is probably going to get a couple of dislikes because people do, you know, get upset when you speak the truth. So if you made it this far, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. I do post daily and I'd really, really appreciate it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, take care, guys.